I don't know how you people can sit there on social media and defend the main event of Stomping Ground. I don't. I really fucking don't. This review does not even deserve an introduction. It really doesn't. I'm not even going to waste my breath on the introduction. You guys know how I do my intros, and then I do the video. Boom. You're not getting that intro here on this particular review. I did a poll on Twitter. It's on my pinned tweet on Twitter. How would you rate WWE Stomping Grounds? I asked either 1 or 2 stars, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, or 4 to 5. 30% of you voted 1 to 2 stars. 26% of you people voted 2 to 3 stars. 33% of you people voted 3 to 4 stars. And 11% of you voted 4 to 5 stars. If you are part of the 11% that voted 4 to 5 stars, you're the biggest fucking degenerate walking God's green earth. Triggered? Mad? Pissed? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm going to try to not be so loud because I don't want to waste my voice. I don't want to fuck up my voice. But at the same time, I feel like I have to because whether you people like it or not, I'm going to say this right now. The first hour to hour and a half of Stomping Ground, or should I say Sleeping Grounds, wasn't even that bad of a show. The first hour and a half was not that bad. The kickoff show was really good. The kickoff show was really good. The triple threat match for the Cruiserweight Championship, fantastic match. Loved it. Loved it. Becky versus Lacey for the Raw Women's Championship. Complete sloppy. More sloppy than a fucking blowjob. Sloppy. Horrendous. Uninteresting whatsoever. This was a rematch from Money in the Bank. I want you to let that sink in for a little bit. Then we got, on the card, KO and Sami Zayn against the New Day. The tag team match was really, really good. I'm not even going to lie to you. It was really, really good for what it was. We'll go over that on the review. Then we get Samoa Joe versus Ricochet for the United States Championship. I said this on my Stomping Ground preview and predictions. This was one of 2 matches on the card that I was interested in. Why? Because it was fresh and new. The United States Championship match between Samoa Joe and Ricochet was the match of the night. Next up on the card, SmackDown Live Tag Team title match between Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan versus the Heavy Machinery. The match was entertaining. The match was really entertaining. I loved it. There was a point in that match where I thought Heavy Machinery was going to win the SmackDown Tag Team titles. But at the same time, I'm glad that they didn't win it tonight. I'll explain why on the review. Then from there, the pay-per-view goes downhill from there. SmackDown Women's Championship match between Alexa Bliss and Bayley. The match was terrible. Boring. Uninteresting. What else can I say about Alexa Bliss? She can't take a fucking bump to save her fucking career. Just know about that. Just know. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon. A rematch from WrestleMania. From WrestleMania. This time, you minus Shane McMahon. Predictable. That's what I'm saying. Then we get the steel cage match for the WWE Championship between Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler. At this point, I don't give a fuck if you're a Kofi Kingston fan. I don't give a fuck. Kofi has to lose the championship now. He has to. He fucking has to. I am no longer interested in Kofi Kingston's title reign. No longer. This was a rematch from Stupid Showdown. This match was fucking dead. Just know. The crowd was dead for this matchup. Just know. Dead. You could hear a fucking pin drop in that arena. And you could hear it on live television on the fucking WWE network. Up next, main event. Universal Championship match between Seth Rollins and Baron Cprbin. I wonder who was the special guest referee for this matchup. You could have played up Paul Heyman. You could have played up Brock Lesnar. Just know. And you're going to want to watch this review when I get to the main event portion of the review. I wonder what this specific person did to gain a special guest referee matchup. I wonder what this specific person did. This pay-per-view, I swear to fucking God, I swear on everything that is fucking holy. You had 3 matches. Matter of fact, scratch that. Matter of fact, scratch that. Scratch that. You had 1 match, 2, and 3. You had 3 matches on this card. 3 matches on this card. That was really fucking good. 3 out of how many matches on the card? What? 8 matches on the card? 8 matches? Yeah, people want to say that Triple H was booking this show. How disrespectful are you to say that a great genius like Triple H is booking fucking Stomping Ground? Are you fucking serious? To those of you who actually thought that Triple H was booking this fucking show, you're a fucking blithering idiot. A fucking mental person. Why would you even think that Triple H would book this fucking show? Triple H, I know this for a fact, Triple H wouldn't book the person who was the special guest referee for the main event matchup. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. Triple H is too smart to book the main roster. He's too smart for it. Too smart. There was just talk on Twitter saying, oh, Triple H, wait, Vince can't fucking be booking Stomping Grounds. He had 3 good matches on the entire card. Oh, Triple H could have fucking booked this match in his fucking sleep. What? You actually thought that Triple H would fucking book Stomping Grounds? If Triple H was to book this fucking show, he wouldn't have rematch galore. Or should I say, rematch city on Stomping Ground. How dare you say Triple H was booking this fucking show? You must be a fucking mental person who doesn't get pussy whatsoever. Don't ever have Triple H. A guy like Triple H. A guy who's smart and know what the fuck he's booking in NXT. Don't have him say, oh, is he booking Stomping Ground? Oh, Triple H should be booking Stomping Ground because 3 matches out of 8 fucking matches were on the fucking card was so fucking good. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. This pay-per-view, in my honest opinion, I'm going to give this pay-per-view a 2.5 out of 5. 2.5. 2.5. Matter of fact, I'll give it a 3. Fuck that. I'll give it a 3. Fuck that. I'll give it a 3. 1 star because of the Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn tag team match against New Day. That match was good. Worthy of 1 star. The other star, the second star, goes to fucking Ricochet and Samoa Joe for the U.S. title. Fantastic matchup. Fantastic matchup. And the third star, overall, was fucking Bryan and Rowan against Heavy Machinery for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. I'm giving those 3 matches a star each. So far, through 4 matches, I gave this pay-per-view a 3.5 out of 5. Until this fucking show went downhill from there. We're going to go over literally everything that happened on this show tonight. I want to see the people defend the main event of this fucking show. Seriously. I would love to have people tweet at me or comment down below in this comment section down below. I want you guys to defend the main event of this fucking show. I really do. I really fucking do. This pay-per-view, I swear to God, this pay-per-view was a complete waste of everybody's time after the SmackDown Tag Team title match. And I was getting ready to come down here, sit on this chair, stare in front of that microphone, stare in front of that camera, talk on this microphone, and say Stomping Ground was not that bad of a pay-per-view. Was not even that bad of a pay-per-view. Was this pay-per-view better than Money in the Bank? That's debatable. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. Was this pay-per-view better than Money in the Bank? Depends who you talk to. Was this pay-per-view better than fucking Stupid Showdown? Yes. Yes. The 3 matches that I mentioned, the New Day tag team match with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, the U.S. title match, and the SmackDown tag team title match was better than anything that happened on Super Showdown. Take away the Finn Balor Andrade match for the Intercontinental title. That's it. That's it. We're gonna go over everything here on the review, pre-show, the kickoff show, and plus the main show here on the official Stomping Ground review right here on the channel. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Sunday, June 23rd, 2019. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. If you guys, I can't believe I'm even gonna say this thing. If you guys enjoy Stomping Ground, if you guys loved the 3 matches that I mentioned, hit that thumbs up. If you guys thought that Stomping Ground was an okay pay-per-view, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Stomping Ground, should I say fucking Sleeping Ground. Leave a comment down below. And if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications. Check out episode 34 of the Reality Podcast that was uploaded yesterday. Shane McMahon's push reportedly infiltrating superstars in the back. Also, I gave you guys a Stomping Ground preview and predictions. Link to this video will be in the annotation that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Check out episode number 33 of the Reality Podcast as well. The company's plan for Baron Cprbin's guest referee at Stomping Ground. Well, according to what happened tonight, I guess that was the fucking plan. Many people thought it was fucking Paul Heyman. People thought it was Brock Lesnar. Nope! If you guys saw Stomping Grounds tonight, you guys know who the special guest referee is. Link to episode 33 of the podcast will be in the annotation that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Check out Throwback Thursday, SummerSlam 2013 review, live on the channel right now. Link to this video will be in the annotation that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Check out NXT review as well, live on the channel right now. and as well as Monday Night Raw review live on the channel. Be sure to check out all those videos. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are connecting with me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring, and Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And if you guys are enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications for daily content here on the channel. Let's go and review Stomping Ground. So we're going to kick off Stomping Ground here with the kickoff show with the Cruiserweight Championship match in a triple threat. Tony Nese going up against Akira Tozawa, going up against Drew Gulak. I didn't even watch. Well, to be honest, I missed the first like 10 minutes of this matchup, but for what people told me on Twitter, the match was really, really good. But Tony Nese really lost the Cruiserweight Championship? Really? I predicted that he was going to retain the title. But Drew Gulak wins. Wow. Drew Gulak wins the Cruiserweight Championship. Gulak and Tozawa have an exchange that results in Tozawa dropping him in the corner. Tony Nese hits his running knee in the corner. Then he and Tozawa exchange pin attempts. Tozawa looks for an armbar, but Nese lifts Tozawa above him with one arm and power bombs him into the turnbuckles for a near fall. Nese looks for the running knee to Gulak again, but Drew avoids it. Nese then is knocked out of the ring, and Gulak hits Tozawa with the torture rack neckbreaker and pins Tozawa. Drew Gulak didn't even pin Tony Nese. That's the rules of a triple threat. First person to get a pinfall or submission wins. So there you go. There you go. Drew Gulak wins the Cruiserweight Championship. I must say this now. Drew Gulak. I love Drew Gulak in NXT while he was fighting against Kushida. Those matches were really, really good. But the fact that Drew Gulak won the Cruiserweight Championship, I was shocked. I was shocked the fact that they gave the championship to Drew Gulak. I thought that Tony Nese was going to retain the title, but wow, they really gave it to Drew Gulak. Shocked. Congrats to Drew Gulak. Listen, I love Drew Gulak. I love him. Amazing. Fucking amazing. Drew Gulak wins the Cruiserweight Championship on the kickoff show of Stomping Grounds. So now we go to the beginning of the show, or the main show rather. Stomping Ground. You know they tried so hard to not show the other side of the arena, the hard camera side of the arena. I've seen pictures on Twitter. Let me see if I can show you guys. I found this on Twitter. I don't know if you guys can see this right, but this is the hard camera side of the arena. Covered in tarp. Covered in tarp. And then I found this on Twitter, legitly, whether people like it or not. I found this on Twitter. I actually really found this on Twitter. Crazy. They didn't even sell out the entire arena. I find that crazy. I found that really crazy. Raw Women's Championship match that kicked off the show between Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans. Why does Michael Cole have to mention Becky Lynch's boyfriend, Seth Rollins? Why did Michael Cole even mention Becky and Rollins' relationship? Is it even completely necessary to fucking start the pay-per-view off with that? Yeah, everybody knows that Becky and Rollins are together. We all know that. Why is this being even mentioned on live television, on pay-per-view? We've been hearing this for the past couple of weeks on Monday Night Raw. Why the fuck is this even being mentioned? Can you guys like back the fuck off? Seriously, if I was to be in this company and I'm in a relationship, I would not want my business to be out there, especially on live television, on social media, blah, blah, blah. Can you please just cut the crap? Honestly, we all know that Rollins and Becky are together. We know that. We know that. Please, just stop mentioning it on fucking live television. Just stop. So we got Becky Lynch defending the Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, against Lacey Evans. This was a rematch from Money in the Bank. And I said this on the preview and predictions video yesterday on the podcast yesterday. What makes you think, and I said the same thing for Kofi and Dolph, what makes you think they're going to win a second time around? What makes you think? If anything, this match lasted a little longer than their Money in the Bank encounter, with the same result. Becky taps out Lacey in a sloppy matchup. Yes, more sloppy than a fucking blowjob. More sloppy. This match was so sloppy, you couldn't even keep up with this matchup. Literally. Sad. A joke. This is the women's revolution here in 2019. Lacey Evans taps out at Money in the Bank. Oh, let's just give a rematch at Stomping Ground. Same result. Lacey tapped out again. Becky retains the Raw Women's Championship here. Becky looked for a leg drop from the top rope, but Lacey moves. Evans then looks for an elbow drop, but Becky gets her knees up. Evans hits a springboard stunner of sorts, I guess. Then kicks Lynch for a near fall. Becky reverses Evans and applies to disarm her for the submission win. And mind you, as soon as Becky landed the disarm her, Lacey immediately tapped out. This was a complete waste of time. I don't care. Can Becky just move on, please? I do not want to see another Becky versus Lacey at Extreme Rules. I don't want to see it. I don't. And I said this on Twitter during the main event that I'm going to mention later on that's going to have you guys even go crazy. Not in a good way, in a bad way. Becky Lynch retains the Raw Women's Championship. This match was fucking horrendous. Terrible. Uninteresting whatsoever. So there you go. Kayla Braxton, Bay, is backstage outside Baron Corbin's office. Paul Heyman walks out and she asks if we'll see Brock Lesnar tonight. Heyman asks if Kofi Kingston and Seth Rollins is here. Obviously they are, Mr. Heyman. And they are. So does the propose an opportunity for his client? He walks off and out comes Corbin out of his office. Or should I say out of his locker room. He says that she keeps hanging around his locker room. He's going to assume she wants more than an interview. Trust me, Mr. Corbin. Kayla doesn't want anything more from you. Just know. Braxton asks if he has found the referee, and he says he has. A person who will call it down the middle because he doesn't need any help defeating Seth Rollins. Yeah, sure. If you've seen the main event, yeah, sure. We get Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the New Day. This match was good. Surprisingly. This match was really, really good. Loved it. Now, I know that people have been saying this on Twitter, and I just have to mention this. Can you use Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens as a tag team in the SmackDown division? Because, let me say this now. The SmackDown tag team division, they need a tag team. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are the perfect tag team. They're best friends. Why not? I would love to book Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn against what? Heavy Machinery or New Day for the SmackDown tag team titles. This match would have been even better if it was for the SmackDown tag team titles. I wouldn't mind it. After watching this match tonight between the New Day versus KO and Sami Zayn, I wouldn't mind this match being for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I wouldn't really mind that at all. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't mind this whatsoever. I really wouldn't. Give me a second here. I need to close this. Can I close this? Thank you. Anyways, I wouldn't mind this if this match was for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. I think it would enhance the matchup a whole lot better. But this match was good for what it was. They fought for a good, 10 to 12 minutes? It was good for what it was. I loved it. Listen, I love KO and Sami Zayn, but KO and Sami Zayn haven't won a match since Money in the Bank. Since Money in the Bank, they haven't won a match. You have to eventually give them a win, which they did here. Good. I love that. I love it. Big E takes out Zayn with a clothesline, but gets taken out with a super kick from Owens. Woods then takes out Owens with a rolling elbow, and all 4 men are down. Woods and Sammy roll to the apron, and Big E spears Zayn through the ropes. Xavier takes to the top rope, but Owens knocks him off and hits a stunner for the win. This was a much-needed victory for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Will they be part of the SmackDown Tag Team division? Hopefully. Hopefully. But KO and Sami Zayn win over Woods and Big E here on Stomping Grounds. Alexa Bliss is backstage and Nikki Cross appears. Cross wishes Bliss luck for her match tonight against Bayley. Bliss says she knows Cross wanted the tag titles, but she feels guilty. Cross tells her not to worry because the SmackDown Women's Championship is too special to be with Bayley. There you go. From there. In my opinion, this was the match of the night. Match of the night. Samoa Joe versus Ricochet for the United States Championship. Now, I predicted on the preview and predictions video yesterday that Ricochet was going to win this matchup by disqualification. By DQ. I did not think for one solitary second that Ricochet was going to win the U.S. title. I didn't think that they was going to give it to him. I thought that they was going to give it to him around either Extreme Rules or before SummerSlam. They could have had Ricochet win the title at Extreme Rules. They could have had Ricochet win the title on a random edition of Monday Night Raw building up to SummerSlam. But at the same time, watching this matchup, and I'm thinking to myself here while I'm watching this matchup, I'm kind of glad that they gave him the U.S. title. I'm kind of glad that they did that. And I'll tell you why. Many people are speculating and predicting that we're going to get a Ricochet versus Rey Mysterio match at SummerSlam. Sounds good. The past versus the future. I don't mind it. Sounds good. But how about I give you guys a little bit even more of a better thing? You people can say Ricochet versus Rey at SummerSlam. What if we get AJ Styles against Ricochet for the U.S. title at SummerSlam? Because you know, SummerSlam is the last, I think is the last professional wrestling event before All Out. You think for 1 second Vince in his head is not booking AJ Styles versus Ricochet for the U.S. title at SummerSlam? Now, people were telling me, oh, it's going to be Ricochet versus AJ tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. Why would you give us that type of matchup? In my honest opinion, it's a dream match. It's a dream match on a random edition of Monday Night Raw on free television. No. That match is too big for Monday Night Raw. You got to book that at the second biggest pay-per-view of the year, which is SummerSlam. The biggest party of the summer. If you're going to book AJ versus Ricochet, you got to book that match at SummerSlam. You just have to. If they put this match up on a random edition of Monday Night Raw, I'm going to shit all over it. Now, I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt because, hey, they can book this match up just for ratings. They can. But then again, if you book that match on Monday Night Raw and you book this match for SummerSlam, people are going to say, oh, how many times have we seen this match already? We've already seen this match on Raw on free television. What difference is it going to make on pay-per-view? Yes, don't get me wrong. AJ versus Ricochet is a dream match. It's a dream match. To many people's eyes, it's the future, it's the past versus the future. Same thing with Ricochet and Ray. It's the same thing. It's past versus future. But which match sounds better? Ricochet versus AJ or Ricochet versus AJ Styles? I think I'm going to go with Ricochet and AJ Styles. This match was fantastic. I loved it. Ricochet, his selling is just that, it's just art. It's just fucking, it's like fucking Picasso just drawing a fucking painting. Ricochet, man, I swear to God. I was always high on Ricochet since NXT. I was always high on him. Loved him. But the fact that he won his first major championship in WWE before Aleister Black, really does say things a lot about Ricochet. Samoa Joe, he looked like a fucking beast tonight. Ricochet really made Samoa Joe look like a fucking beast tonight. And I'm gonna say this now. Ricochet, and I said this on Twitter, Ricochet is the perfect babyface for a guy like Samoa Joe. It's true. Especially with a guy like Ricochet who can sell an injury, who can sell in the ring against a guy like Samoa Joe. That just creates all types of chemistry. And I love that. And I fucking love that. Let me see. Where am I here? Okay. So Ricochet hits a springboard missile dropkick followed by a springboard moonsault for a near fall. Ricochet chops Joe, who gives one right back. Joe counters a handstand springboard from Ricochet with a German suplex and a big clothesline for a 2 count. I thought that match was going to be ending right there. Ricochet swings a kick, but Joe catches it and flips him backwards. Joe looks for the coquina clutch, but Ricochet climbs over the ropes and kicks Joe to get out. Ricochet looks for the 630, but Joe moves. Ricochet dodges Joe, hits a code breaker, followed by a 630 and the win. I love that combination of a 630, of a code breaker and a 630. Loved it. Loved it. Ricochet wins the United States Championship, and while Ricochet wins the United States title, I'm on FaceTime with fucking Jessica, and she goes fucking ballistic. She was like, Ricochet won! I mean, nigga, Jessica is a big Ricochet fan. She met him during Access. She met him on Access and stuff. And I'm like, are you happy now that you met Ricochet? She could have stopped talking about it on the car ride back home. So now, and you know what's so crazy? Jessica predicted in 2019 Ricochet was going to win a championship. In 2019. She said this during WrestleMania Access. She said that. And now, Ricochet wins gold in 2019. Congrats, Ricochet, on winning the United States Championship. This match was fantastic, and I loved it. Fantastic. This match was fantastic. Loved it. Ricochet wins the United States title. Ricochet celebrates his first title win in World Wrestling Entertainment, posing on the ropes as we see replays. Ricochet makes his way back to Gorilla, and he's greeted by people like Seth Rollins, Charlotte, Carmella, Heavy Machinery, and even Triple H. Heavy Machinery then make their way through the curtain as we get the SmackDown Tag Team title match between Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan versus Heavy Machinery. This match is fucking entertaining. This match was so entertaining. I loved it. Loved every single bit of this matchup. Now, I was thinking, in the back of my head, walked to this match, and I'm thinking to myself, Daniel Bryan is over in his home state, in his home state of Washington. He's really over as a heel, and he's over. I loved it. I mean, I actually loved when he did the freaking yes chant. I loved it. Brought back, some good memories of Daniel Bryan. 2014 Daniel Bryan on his way to WrestleMania 30. But this match was great. Heavy Machinery was over. The Daniel Bryan was over during this matchup. This crowd was hot for this match. This crowd was really, really hot for this matchup. But Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan retain. Tucker and Bryan are legal and going toe-to-toe. Knight floors Bryan and takes to the top rope, where he looks for a moonsault, but nobody's home. Rowan and Otis tag in. They exchange big blows until Otis catches Rowan with a body slam. He tags Tucker, but doesn't realize Bryan tagged himself in. Heavy Machinery look for the trash compactor, but Bryan pulls the rope down and Knight flies to the outside. Bryan leaps off the top rope and catches Otis with a flying knee. He started to pump up, but Tucker hits him from behind and goes for the top rope. Knight dives to the outside with a splash to Rowan. He runs back inside, but Ryan rolls him up and picks up the pinfall. Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Now, I wonder what they're going to do with the SmackDown Tag Team titles going into SummerSlam. I wonder. Are you going to book a Fatal 4-Way with Daniel Bryan and Rowan defending against Heavy Machinery, The New Day, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn? I wouldn't mind the Fatal 4-Way. I mean, there's no other tag teams in the SmackDown Tag Team division. There's no other tag teams. So you might as well book a Fatal 4-Way for SummerSlam, for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. You might as well. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. But Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. From there, the pay-per-view went downhill to point of no return whatsoever. We got Alexa Bliss versus Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. This match was fucking boring. Boring. This match was completely fucking boring. To a point where I fell asleep during this matchup. I am not kidding you. I fell asleep while watching this matchup. I did. But just know that Bayley retained the title. Bayley looks for a suicide dive but accidentally hits Cross instead of Alexa. The camera did show that Alexa pushed Nikki a little bit so Bayley can hit Nikki Cross. Bliss sends Bayley into the steps, then hits Code Red on the floor. Bliss sends her back into the ring and goes for the top rope. Cross climbs into the ring, but the referee holds her back. Bliss is distracted, so Bayley leaps onto the ropes. Alexa fights Bayley off the ropes and goes for Twisted Bliss. But Bayley gets her knees up. Bayley hits Bayley to belly to retain the title. Now, when Alexa was going for Twisted Bliss, Nikki goes into the ring, distracts her for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Distracts Alexa because I think Nikki was trying to go for Bayley's foot so that way Bayley can stay in position so Alexa can hit the Twisted Bliss. But for some reason, that didn't even happen. So Alexa looks at fucking Nikki Cross, said, "What the fuck? What are you doing?" She gets down. As soon as Alexa goes for Twisted Bliss, Bayley gets her knees up. Bayley hits Bayley to belly and retains the title. That was an awkward ending there. I'm not even going to hold you. That was an awkward ending there. But Bayley retains the SmackDown Women's Championship. So there you go. They went over the 24/7 championship shenanigans, blah, blah, blah. I think I have to fucking cue the fucking music if I fucking can. I think I have to cue the motherfucking music. Give me just a solitary second here. Because when it comes to the 24/7 championship, I just have to cue the fucking music. And I just have to. Why? Because I can. Simple. It's because I can. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. As soon as I fucking find the goddamn music, I will motherfucking play it. Oh, and I found it. So, here we go. We see videos of the recent 24/7 championship shenanigans, which included Drake Maverick winning it from R-Truth while dressed up as Carmella. Then Truth won it back at Maverick's wedding, leading to Maverick's wife asking for a divorce. Guys, cue the music, please. There you go. Ricochet shown posing for photos with his U.S. title backstage. Anderson and Gallows walk up and start posing with him, followed by AJ Styles. AJ congrats him on the win and tells him he'll see him tomorrow night on Raw. You want to take my money already? If this is leading to a match at SummerSlam, take my money. Take my money, seriously. Take my fucking money. We go from one boring match to another. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. This time with Shane McMahon on ringside. This was a rematch from WrestleMania. We've seen this match happen at WrestleMania. And I asked myself, why am I getting this match again on Stomping Grounds? Now, this match, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Was this match better than the match that Roman and Drew had at WrestleMania? I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. This match tonight between Roman and Drew was better than what they had at WrestleMania. Better. And then I asked myself, why is Drew going after Roman? I would love to know why. Now, I was looking on Twitter before the review, and I found this tweet. The tweet was from J Pedro 2068548. Anyways, he said this, and I kind of liked it, to be honest with you. And it was facts because it's fucking true. He says, I am so disgusted how World Wrestling Entertainment has been handling Drew McIntyre. Embarrassing treatment. The guy has everything to be champion, and yet they proceed to make him against Roman, even with help. They made him look like a stupid loser. Drew needs to get off this garbage company. This is fucking 100% fact. Coming out of NXT, when Drew won the NXT Championship, and we were all picturing Drew versus Adam Cole at TakeOver New Orleans for the NXT Championship. Who would have thought that Drew's injury at TakeOver War Games in 2017 was going to take him to the main roster? Ever since they called up Drew from NXT, his career has gone straight down the fucking toilet. You look at Drew McIntyre from his 3MB days to Drew McIntyre right now. Right now, Drew McIntyre. There's no difference. There's no difference. Drew is still a bitch. He's still Shane's fucking pussy dog. But if you compare Drew McIntyre now to Drew McIntyre back in NXT, that's a whole different Drew McIntyre. Thirsty, motivated type of Drew McIntyre. And that was the Drew that I loved while he was in NXT. Loved it. Now look at him now. He was in 3MB, left the company, went to TNA, came to NXT, won the NXT Championship, got called up to the main roster. From there, he became Shane McMahon's pussy dog. I will say this right now. I am officially done with this Drew McIntyre bandwagon. I'm done. You was feuding with Roman leading to WrestleMania. Roman beat you at WrestleMania. And then you still want Roman Reigns. Is his cock that good, bro? Seriously. What is it about Roman Reigns that Drew loves so much? is just forced down garbage. At the same time, this feud between Drew, Shane, and Roman is making Roman turn more like a fucking superhero. We've seen this before. Remember when Vince and Roman was feuding and shit, leading to him and Triple H at WrestleMania 32? In my honest opinion, one of the worst main events of all time in WrestleMania history. Come on, seriously, bro? You're really gonna shove Roman down our throats again? The more they shove Roman down our throats, the more I am fucking convinced that Shane is winning the WWE Championship. Because they're building up Roman like a fucking superhero. Wait till Shane wins the WWE Championship from Kofi Kingston. Just wait. I'm making a prediction right now. If Shane does beat Kofi for the WWE Championship, Roman's going to be the guy to take the championship from Shane McMahon. I guarantee you that happens. I guarantee you. Roman wins here. Roman wins. Who cares? I'm not gonna go over what happened because I simply just don't care. Roman beat Drew at WrestleMania. Roman beats Drew again at Stomping Ground. When I predicted that Roman beat Drew at WrestleMania, shouldn't Drew beat Roman tonight? No. And even that didn't even happen. Like I said, you compare Drew McIntyre now to Drew McIntyre in NXT. It's a complete different Drew McIntyre. Completely different. Completely different. Drew McIntyre in 2019 is a fucking pussy. Is a complete fucking pussy. With Shane McMahon next to him. A complete fucking pussy dog. Woof, woof, woof. Here, you want a bone? Fetch, bitch. Fetch. I have no idea what to say about this. Listen, folks, it's going to be a long, long summer in the main roster. A long, painful death of a summer. Very long. Steel cage match. Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. I said this on Twitter. This is a steel cage match. Why is Kofi still throwing pancakes and gyrating all over the tank, Sean? All over the stage. Kofi came out with pancakes on his waist, carrying him with the championship, throwing it. Yet this is your WWE champion. Can we just have Kofi drop the title at this point? I don't care. What you did with Kofi at WrestleMania was a moment. It was one of the best moments in recent memory since Daniel Bryan. It told a story. You needed to do what you had to do. You got Kofi the championship. Good. Drop it already. Drop it. And come to think about it, and you really gotta think about this for a good second. Nobody else on SmackDown Live right now is built up more than Shane McMahon. There's not another heel on SmackDown Live that's more built than Shane McMahon. That right there and that thought process scares me. It legitimately does. You can't do KO again because you had him lose to Kofi at Money in the Bank. You can't do Dolph. You had him lose twice. Super Showdown and tonight. Who else on SmackDown Live is even legit enough to beat Kofi for the WWE Championship? Who? I don't know. At this point, there's only one man there. And his name is Shane McMahon. It's coming, people. The more closer we get to SummerSlam, the more likely it's gonna happen. Steel cage match between Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler for the coveted WWE Championship. This crowd was dead for this matchup. Dead. It was so dead, you could hear a fucking pin drop in the arena. And you could fucking hear it. That's the honest truth there. Again, I fell asleep during this matchup because I knew, and I said it on Twitter, all it takes is one fuck up and this show's going to be completely disastrous. Just one fuck up. One fuck up. Imagine losing at Super Showdown, and on the same night that you lost to Kofi Kingston, you challenged Kofi to a steel cage at Stomping Ground for the WWE Championship. Yeah, Dolph, how does that make you look now? The fact that you lost to Kofi fucking Kingston. Not once, but twice. And I love the fact that how Tom Phillips said, coming into this night, Kofi Kingston has never won a steel cage match in his entire career. How fitting! How fitting. This match was fucking terrible. Hated it. Boring. It picked up during the last 5 minutes of this matchup. It picked up just a little bit. But at the end of the day, I just don't care. I asked the question now. Who is legit enough to take the championship off of Kofi Kingston? Who? It can't be KO. Sami Zayn, no. Andrade, he's not built up enough yet to be a big threat. I don't know. Dolph? No. After tonight, I don't want to see Dolph complain anymore. I really don't. I don't want to hear Dolph come to Raw and SmackDown and say, it should have been me. Don't care. Kingston fights out and looks for trouble in paradise, but Ziggler catches the leg and goes back to the ankle lock. Kofi reverses into an ankle lock of his own, but Ziggler kicks him off. Followed by a zigzag for a near fall. Dolph looks for a super kick, but Kofi reverses and takes down Dolph with a headlock. Ziggler tries to back himself up and out of the cage door, but Kofi holds him inside. Kofi looks for a suplex, but Dolph lands on his feet and again makes for the door, but Kingston drags him back. Ziggler rakes the eyes of Kofi and kicks him away, then goes back to the door. Ziggler is crawling out of the ropes, and then Kofi runs and dives through the ropes to the floor first. A suicide dive. How fitting is that? Kofi does a suicide dive to win the matchup. How fitting is that? How Dolph is taking a suicide dive towards the end of his WWE career. If I'm Dolph, I'm waiting for my contract to end and I'm going to All Elite Wrestling. It's facts. It's facts. Kofi Kingston retains the WWE Championship. Then we get to the point here. I don't really care what Kofi said after the match. I don't really care. I'm just gonna move on here. We got a hype video for Extreme Rules happening in Philadelphia on July the 14th. Kayla Braxton starts to interview Shane and Drew backstage. She says, it seems Roman got the last laugh, but Drew says he'll be damned if that's the case. Shane looks into the camera and says tomorrow night it will be Roman against both of them in a handicap match to find out whose yard it really is. You give me an AJ Styles Ricochet tease for Raw tomorrow. Hyped up, excited, got me a reason to watch Raw tomorrow after work. Turns out, as soon as this match was made official for Raw tomorrow, I lost all type of interest for Monday Night Raw. You're going to book Shane and Drew against Roman in a handicap match on Raw tomorrow night. Can anybody tell me how does that make sense whatsoever? Can it tell? No? Don't care? Okay. Finally, guys, main event, we got Seth Rollins versus Baron Cprbin for the Universal Championship, and Corbin names his special guest referee. Corbin comes out for his main event match with Seth Rollins. The champion comes out next, carrying a chair with him. Corbin grabs the microphone and is about to announce a referee when Rollins jumps out of the ring and scares him off. Seth says he doesn't know who the referee is. Obviously, you don't yet, Rollins. But if they come out here, he will beat them with his chair. Same thing he did on Raw and SmackDown this past week. Seth gets back in the ring and Corbin grabs the microphone again. Baron introduces the special guest referee, and it is nobody but Lacey Evans. And from there, I fucking knew. You name Lacey fucking Evans the special guest referee. Huh? What does Lacey Evans have to do with the Universal Championship? And I asked myself that, and then I came to thought of myself, wow. They're really playing the fact that Rollins and Becky are really dating, and they're putting it on live television. I tweeted this on Twitter during this matchup. I said, I guarantee you this happens at Extreme Rules. It'll be Baron Cprbin and Lacey Evans in a mixed tag team match against Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, while Rollins and Lynch are defending both their titles, the Universal and the Raw Women's title. I bet you money at Extreme Rules that happens. I guarantee you that happens at Extreme Rules. That happens. A mixed tag team match. Corbin and Evans against Seth and Becky, with Seth defending the Universal title and Becky defending the Raw Women's title at the same time. Oh, and here's the stipulation. Not only is going to be an Extreme Rules match, or they could play that, or they could play the fact there's going to be a tables match, because they played a fucking table spot on the match tonight. If Becky gets pinned or Rollins gets pinned, both men and women lose the championship to Corbin and Lacey. Guarantee you that happens at Extreme Rules. Guarantee that happens. I guarantee that happens. So Lacey Evans is a special guest referee. I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck did Lacey Evans do to earn the special guest referee position? Did she have to act like a lady to Baron Cprbin? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. Did Lacey have to show off her legs to Baron Cprbin? Did Lacey have to give Baron a blowjob to depend on if she will be the guest referee or not? They're only playing this for the fact that Rollins and Becky are together. And they're going to put this as a storyline, real life relationship, as a storyline on Monday Night Raw. Again, I ask, who is going to defend this shit? Who is going to defend this shit? This match, the second that Lacey Evans came out, I knew this match was going to be completely fucking ass. I completely knew it. I completely fucking knew this match was going to be completely fucking terrible. Terrible. Since when a referee can change the matchup rules, no count out and no disqualification? You technically should have booked a no-holds-barred match with the normal referee officiating a match. You could have booked a normal referee with the matchup being no holds barred. Lacey comes out of nowhere, counts to 8, to 9, I believe, to Corbin. Lacey pulls up the ring announcer and says, no count out. So the ring announcer, Mike Rome, says the match is now no count out. Since when a referee can change the aspect of this matchup? Since when the referee, a normal referee, can change the ruling of this match? So the match happens, 5 minutes later, oh, no disqualification. I felt like fucking Lacey Evans was Vince McMahon back at fucking Over the Edge of 1998. Remember when Dude Love was facing Austin for the World Wrestling Federation Championship and Vince was the guest referee? Pat Patterson, I think, was the ring announcer. And Joe Briscoe was the fucking timekeeper. Vince changes it from a normal match to no count out, to no disqualification. Meanwhile, The Undertaker was at ringside inspecting the entire match to make sure Vince calls the match up down the middle. If you guys haven't watched that main event, go watch it. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. I was watching that before Stomping Ground even happened. So there you go. So Lacey changes to no disqualification. Whatever. Rollins turns to Evans and squares up to her. So she slaps him. Seth asks her to hit him again. So she does. And then low blows him. Corbin hits the end of days. But Becky Lynch comes running down and attacks Lacey Evans. Becky knocks her from the ring. Then dives off the apron onto her. Lynch tosses her into the barricade and hits a back exploder on the outside. At this point, with Lacey out of commission, I really thought that Brock Lesnar, because Paul Heyman was in the building. I really thought for one measly second that Brock was going to come out and cash in Money in the Bank and win back the Universal title. But did that happen? No. And to be honest, I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm glad that didn't even happen. More officials come running down to pull Becky off of Lacey. The match has a new referee, the same one that caused Corbin the match at Saudi Arabia, and Baron isn't happy. Corbin looks for the end of the day, but Rollins rolls through, hits a super kick, then hits a stomp for the win. Becky comes into the ring afterwards and helps Rollins to his feet before holding his hand up. Rollins hugs her, and that's the end of Stomping Ground. I want the people to defend this show. I really do. I want the people to just sit here and defend the show. How can you sit there and say Stomping Ground was a good show? How? After the 3 matches that we got, the last 4 matches was completely fucking garbage. What is going on? Yeah, people want to say that, that Triple H was booking the show. Triple H wouldn't book Lacey Evans as a special guest referee. Triple H wouldn't book rematches for Stomping Grounds. He wouldn't. Hunter is too smart for the main roster. And I said this time and time again. Triple H is too smart for the main roster. Too smart. Triple H can book the main roster in his fucking sleep. Blindfolded. In his fucking 3rd or 4th dream. He can book the main roster. So look at how he's doing in NXT. Meanwhile, this is the company that has to compete with All Elite Wrestling. I'm not sure people forget, but All Out sold out in 15 minutes with just 2 matches on the card. Yeah, Vince is not worried. Yeah, sure. I'm sure Vince is shaking in his fucking boots right now. The fact that you couldn't sell out Stomping Ground is a fucking issue. Is a fucking issue. The fact that you have a champion on the main roster that is still throwing pancakes is a fucking issue. The fact that we're still getting the Roman agenda on Raw and SmackDown is a fucking issue. Vince, you have until October to write better shows. You have until October, Vince, to write better shows. If not, you might as well hand the company down to Triple H and his team down in NXT. You might as well. I'm going to give this pay-per-view, in my honest opinion, 2.5 stars to 3 out of 5. Because of the U.S. title match, the SmackDown Tag Team title match, and the KO Sami Zayn New Day Tag Team match was great in itself. It was great in itself. Am I going to count the pre-show? Am I going to count the kickoff show? No. It's not part of the main show. It's not part of the main show. I'm going to give this pay-per-view a 2.5 to 3 out of 5 stars. A rating between 1 and 10, I'm going to give it a 4. Going to give it a 4. And that is it, guys, for Stomping Ground review and results. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you guys did, leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Stomping Ground. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications. Check out episode 34, live on the channel right now. Episode 33 of the podcast as well, live on the channel. Throwback Thursday, NXT, and Monday Night Raw review. Check out all these videos will be in the annotation that you see on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are connecting with me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring, and Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And like I said, if you guys are enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for notifications. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Monday Night Raw review and also a brand new week of content right here on the channel. Till then, I am Chris. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video all over social media. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Monday Night Raw review. Until then, talk to you guys later.